nutrition-wise, you are eating good, at least 2 hot, balanced meals for the day.
You talk about vicarious. You talk
trauma.
about vicarious trauma. Will you say the opposite of it is when you are just numb, right? You know you can't be bothered, right?
Okay.
Because I understand that state of feeling also comes with some consequences.
Yeah.
So, for example, they are health professionals. They can't be bothered by the death of a patient. I know you don't like us saying some of these things, but you've seen so many of it.
True.
Yeah.
Or a morgue attendant.
Yeah.
It's
They're
just
so
another day.
comfortable with the body.
You know, it's just another day. You know,
Exactly.
so talk to us around the
That
dangers
as well.
of, you know,
Burnout.
that numbness in.
Okay. So the numbness you have mentioned is also something we call compassion fatigue. So compassion fatigue is like your physical, emotional, mental strength has all been eroded to the extent that you are unable to rejuvenate and then come back and do whatever that you are doing. So and then it makes you numb to some of these things. So compassion fatigue, yes, is something that is also there. But all of these are terms that are used to describe different things that happens within the work setting. And they are distinct, or all of them can cumulatively lead to burnout.
Okay.
You get it? Yes.
There's so many
So you
questions,
need to...
so you finish and let's begin with the questions.
Okay. So you need to be able to know yourself, know some of these red flags, and be able to quickly take a step back and then take the necessary precautions. Speak to somebody. You need a good social system as well to be able to take care of some of these things. Sometimes all you need is, when you are stressed at work, is to just call a loved one and have maybe 30 minutes of conversation, and that will reset you back to normalcy, and then you come back and you continue your work. Other times too, all you need is to just take your leave. Once you take your leave, you're able to do other things, and then make sure that you invest in leisure activities. So healthy leisure activities like swimming, those who love to swim, those who love to exercise, very important. You need to exercise to the point of perspiration. And that also helps to improve your circulation through your brain, and then gives you that good and then early start to a fresh start to whatever work that you have to do. And then please make sure that you don't indulge in certain activities that would rather make matters worse, like indulging in taking some illicit drugs, or taking or smoking or alcohol use. All of these will rather lead you to other mental health illnesses.
What about
like
sex? Sex
depression.
is not illicit.
No, so sex is fine. You can have, if you have a legit partner. Yes, that is.
What do you mean by legit partner, dog?
What's an illegitimate partner?
You know what I mean.
I genuinely, but I'll let it slide.
All right,
Yeah.
Doc, let's begin with the questions, because a lot of them keep coming. Can burnout lead to random crying without cause?
Yes, it can. So it can lead to that, and even grieving. You know, the last time we spoke about that. So it's like you have accumulated a lot of stress within you, and the only way is for you to cry. So and if you are crying, let it out. It helps. Okay, is one of the stages. It helps you to feel better, and then afterwards, if you do think that you need help or you need to speak to a counselor, please feel free. It's not a sign of weakness. I think I have to mention it here. You seeking for help is not a sign of weakness, especially with the men. People say that men don't cry or men cannot show their emotions. No, not at all. You are human beings. It's the same blood that is running through your veins that is running through any other human being in this world. And if you do need the help, please feel free to seek the help that is needed.
Very important.
What physical activities or habits can reduce the effects of burnout?
Okay, so exercising.
Yeah, I think
so as I mentioned, you can go to the gym, you can take a run, you can do, just have a run around an area which is safe, that is also recommended. Or even if you go to the gym, you can use the treadmill, then do all of these. Any exercise that will lead you to the point of perspiration is recommended. Sometimes even just doing some of these aerobics as well is
Someone wants
recommended.
to know what is the difference between burnout and stress.
Okay, so I mentioned it from the beginning. So stress is an automatic response, body response to any of these demands. So physical, it can be emotional, it can be any of these physical demands, emotional, psychological, all of them. But then if it is accumulated over a period and unchecked and built up, then you experience burnout.
That's why you need to be a CBO, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the
Exercise
City
and
Business
all of that.
Olympics is happening later this month.
Exactly.
And it's a really great escape
Opportunity
for a lot of,
Yeah.
workers, corporate employees
Yeah.
to take advantage to just, they can't say
Amma in Adenta is asking, so she says that I recently realized that my sleep schedule is messed up because of work. I need to listen to ocean sounds every day. I used to do that. I think about work even in my sleep. It has increased my anxiety and makes me irritable during the day.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah. So this is very, very important, as I mentioned. So it's good that she has been able to identify it. So once you have identified it, please, you need to take that step back and take a break from work. Once you take that break, you need to set boundaries. So the boundaries, as I was mentioning, is that once I get to work, I am working from this time to, and you see, sometimes it's even because of some of the demands from work. Some of them are very unrealistic. Oh, I need to meet this target. I need to see, all of these are sources of unnecessary stress to the human being. So you need to be able to tell yourself, you are enough. And you would be able to perform to your optimal level once you're at work. Once you're out of work, please set those boundaries. And for her, she needs a break. And then once she does that, and then she's able to set those boundaries, she has to make sure that she is going by these boundaries. And if it is persisting, then she needs to talk to a professional.
All right, Koku from Ditcham, so in Kumasi, can burnout be reversed or is it permanent?
Yes, it can be reversed. So that's why you need to know all of these red flags. And as soon as you see them, you need to take a break. You need to reassess. You need to journal. Important. You can journal. Once you are journaling, it's an outlet for you. All the stress that has been built up, you can journal it out, and then you take the necessary steps so that you don't get there again.
Does age also cause burnout, for example, above 40 years?
Maybe what I would say is that as you age, the stresses increase because you have more responsibility at home,
adulting,
and all of that. So yes, it may have a relationship with you having a greater chance of getting to burnout compared to an adolescent. Yeah.
All right, Doc. I've learned a lot. Jude, this year you're going on leave, right?
Yeah, I would.
Because last year you didn't.
Yeah, I would.
So you have to.
It was an election year.
And so.
and by
See, he's giving excuses.
Same
thing he'll do.
No
By the time he
excuses.
realizes it'll be December
Exactly.
2025.
I've marked out my leave days already, so I'll
So you need it. And then plan the leave as well. Plan the activity so that you don't go on leave and then you are being called at work to still, So physically you're not at work, but you are still at work. No.
Right.
You need to take that time off and rejuvenate. Very important for your physical health as well as your mental health.
Right. Thank you so much, Doc. It's been eye-opening, if nothing at all. And hopefully you take that leave, you get some rest so that it won't affect your mental health. Let's go to Kwenyako, where the Ghana Water Limited Treatment Plant has been shut down and it's affecting residents.
Weeks without water flowing through taps in communities served by Ghana Water Limited's Kwenyako Headworks. In Kwesi Krom, one of the worst-hit communities in the Aguna East District, residents are depending on the offer stream, a shallow, weed-filled, muddy source for drinking and cooking.
So I would insua or here, yes, I am on one edibianum, on one yedibi yedani, na yezi, on what henapo, but any option. Just on one, I didn't, Yasana,
Even so, be crampo yarna say or no cocranica. Moja one who anasa of a few crampa, and so I been ya diamma. What I know who cran, me. And this is from crowd, and so bonum cry what I when young, what dashing, I are from so crapono, demon.
What are white going to move? Ukraina, I brown. Napia what the banado. You are the banana when you had Antiman surrounded Jenny if you're telling me to Nibiano. A man before you can cry. Come a poku all abano, as I'm a hana, and all the same. I'm a hana wambo, who poku and I ban said or the home said, and the man on Sunuhan or said.
Untreated water from the stream is even used to process gari and cassava dough.
We are beyond a yes, I had a horror. You are banching at him. We are be also no bad time, Mr. Bibonyama. You do an yumpo, and poor a yasam yuns, no marble frokutami. You bed then, or you are bonum, sans away.
Local food vendors are struggling to find water, creating frustration and despair.
See a meat fufu. Me am quine. Ntamunsu ya muko huin wasem wa wo mi nti yentumi fen ye adba ben queen ne da na meko bu drum baako na na pemi de aye asa nsu we na ndam de ohuru ma me de twetwu nsu ni na me de tu adi ben nsu bia ne ya
Ablawum pa ablawum
aba ni say etisen or how potting ba na dem ma
say yakwa ye blenti mombranye bi.
Health officials at the local facility warn of a looming outbreak of waterborne infections.
But I think we have advised them not to take it raw. At least they have to boil it before they take it. So, and it's going to cause a whole lot of diseases because after maybe resolving the issue, maybe we might have a breakout. Yes, especially cholera.
The community chief has expressed disappointment over the pollution of the Ayonsu River by illegal mining activities.
Ama yako echiru krobi of West Amokrum, one ya yotum kwenye nsu ho. One so sarekwa moto no bajo 25 Ghana cedis. Yako abukwe kubu nsu be 5 cedis. Nti bowe na nsu be rubber krono across 30 Ghana cedis every day.
Years ago, the Ayonsu River was pristine and teeming with fish. Today, lifelong resident Kwame Kwetu Yamua says its current state is heartbreaking.
Before the waterways, it is this river we depend on. Where we are standing here, it's called Mbeme Gare. So this river in particular serves a lot of communities. Since this Galamsey manner started, this river began to change its color. But this Galamsey is not going on in our area here.
Even so, some residents, despite the health risks, continue to bath and drink from the contaminated river. With the Ayonsu unsafe, others have turned to the equally unwholesome Nkunkum River.
The DBT has become high like this. We don't have anything to do. In the morning, we have to put gallons and jerrycans in Abuboya. Then we go to nearby villages to request for water before you can cook.
It's quite unfortunate that when the whole thing started, they took things for granted. Now we are facing such a challenge. What it means is that I'm even advising, even if they are able to pump the water, looking at its situation now, it's not good for consumption because you can see too that the turbidity level is very high.
The water crisis is also disrupting education. School children arrive late after long treks to fetch water.
We are not getting water at all. And if we need water, we must come and then depend on the river here. In fact, the reporting time is supposed to be latest by 7:15. And by 7:30, we are supposed to begin lessons. But you have to be waiting for the kids to come around. Sometimes 9 o'clock. So it's very challenging.
At Pamfukrom Technical Institute, boarding students walk more than 2 hours to collect water from the polluted Ayonsu River.
We lack waters, so because of that, we need to take our buckets and go to the stream or the riverside to fetch waters. The distance is very far. We close around 3:30, but for the sake of the water, when we don't close early to go to the riverside to fetch water, the path will get dark. So we need to close early and go to the riverside to fetch waters.
In desperation, residents, including children, queue for drops of wastewater from the plant's drainage tunnel, climbing dangerously to reach it.
Where say reject pipe, you and yes, how they are there. There's soon be no. Instead, they are we are no vessel. Now they are there would be.
In Mankron Kwanta, a small cave managed by a resident provides some relief. But women, including the heavily pregnant, sacrifice hours of sleep to fetch water. It takes 4 to 5 hours to draw a single bucket.
I'm at 12 near Tim. Bed on Shrebi, a neighbor, near a sunny and Yakakra. I am she, I say, I call into what I know what the child on ye. What got himself once he see one. No one may say, I am a Camera who be that. What would me who be that? Namaba, me yen some poor than a jam, Mosal by 12, better see one. Me yebi, Masala jam, my phone.
Traditional leaders in Kwanyakun blame upstream pollution in towns such as Enuma Papam and Asuoko in the eastern region.
Omano the ESG9, together with your traditional authorities across the Aguna state, say Ade Ofeni Galam said it's a big no for Kwanyakun and a young cry home share. Yet baby, young can be in shame. I feel I used in a young say any assistant. And I'm you tune at the young co in Mapepim. Na hone ekohu se na insuni finfigim na won wotu da megudu no eya reho eya sefim.
Ghana Water Limited has since shut down the Kwanyako headworks. Both the old and new plant pumps are faulty.
This is where the pumps that serve both the old and new treatment plants are situated. But currently, none of the pumps can function due to heavy silting of the Ayensu River. We understand divers were brought in to check the level of silt, and it's quite heavy. It may even take some sort of dredging in the river, plus having the illegal mining activities upstream also stopped to be able to have these pumps back into functioning.
If I were to be the head of state or the government, I will use the gun because I have the military, I have the police, I have all the security services. So persuading them and it won't result to any positive. I'll use the gun. Killing about 1, 2, 3, 4 people, they will stop. I don't believe in killing people, but this one we have to do something of that sort. People must die. We have to sacrifice people to stop this menace because it's not the whole Ghana. It will reach some time that maybe you won't even get water to drink.
From producing over 25,000 cubic meters of water, the Kwanyako treatment plant is now producing 0 cubic meters volume of water due to illegal mining activities in the Ayensu River, which have heavily affected the treatment plant's pumps. For the Channel 1 newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Kwanyako Central Region.
Look at the color of the water behind Akwesi Ado. That just shows how our waters have deteriorated. It looks like Milu. And Akwesi is joining us on the line for more on this particular story. Akwesi, thank you for joining us on Sunday Breakfast. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Good morning to you and Jude.
Good morning. Yeah. So the Kwanyako water treatment plant has been shut down and it has greatly affected the residents there. What communities does this water treatment plant serve?
So we're talking about key towns in about 13 districts in the central region. And you know that the central region has about 23 districts. And if the Kwanyako treatment plant is serving about 13 communities, it means that there's really serving a larger portion of the region. So we have Kasua in the Otusenya East and its environs. There are other communities like Papase and the rest who also depend on this particular dam. Then we have the Aguna East, that is Kwanyako and the Mankon Kwanta and several other communities. We have Aguna West, that is Aguna Swedro and then its environs. Then we have Gomua East, that is Gomua Nyenyano, Potin and other communities. Part of Winneba, a Futu municipality, also depends on the Kwanyako Dam. Asikuma, Odoben, Brakwa, Jumako, Enyan, Esiam. I'm told some part of Infantiman, that is Mankesim, is also served by the Kwanyako treatment plant. So it really serves a greater number of communities and towns in the central region here.
Akwesi, we also know that some time back during the administration of the previous government, we saw the Minister for Works and Housing, we saw the Lands Minister then at the time, Honorable Samuel Jinapo, we saw the Works and Housing Minister Kojo Pon Krumah, and other senior government officials visit this same water treatment plant to ascertain, you know, the challenges, as it were. Between then and now, would you report that you've seen any differences with the water quality, or would you say it's deteriorated?
Unfortunately, we are now dealing with a very more, devastating situation. Because, you know, the Kwanyako water treatment plant was originally constructed in 1964 under Ghana's foremost leader, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. At the time, it was supposed to produce about 21,000 cubic meters of water daily. And then in 2007, former President Kufuor added another plant to it, which would also produce about 14,000 or thereabouts. So with the two plants combined, we're looking at about 35,000 cubic meters of water produced daily by the Kwanyako treatment plant. And now both intake pumps for the two plants are not functioning. And what we are being told is that the pump sealed, and so it is not able to take water again. And then the turbidity level of the Ayensu River itself has also deteriorated. It looks muddy. So even if they are able to pump, what comes out is pure mud. And according to the officials at the Kwanyako water treatment plant, beginning from last year, when they witnessed that the river was changing color, they resorted to adding more chemicals so that they would be able to treat the water. But now, regardless of the amount of chemicals they pump into the water, what comes out isn't clean. So in about 2 weeks ago, people opened their taps, and the water that was flowing was just like what we are seeing, like right from the source of the river. And so they had no option but to shut the plant because the water that was coming out wasn't safe for human consumption. And it keeps deteriorating. The situation keeps worsening.
Wow.
Last year, when this issue began, when we saw that the Ayensu River was changing color, people started complaining. And then I do record that even the chief of Kwanyako held a press conference and then called strongly on government to act just so we can be able to have the situation solved. But nothing was really done. And then this is where we are and currently facing these challenges. If you visit communities, the central region here, to see for yourself the kind of water people are depending on, it's really serious. People are sharing water with animals. For example, in Kwesi Chukrum, one of the communities, the stream there, the Offa stream, is full of weeds. It looks muddy. Animals, pigs go there to drink, and then humans would also go and fetch and then drink. There are only a few of the residents who can afford to buy alum and put it in the water and ensure that the mud particles settle before they can now boil and then drink. Apart from that, a larger number of the residents in the community, they drink the water right from the source. Wow. And they are using it to prepare food Look, the Pacific Chrome area through to the Gomwa, the Sum area through to the Bojiase side, that is around Buntrase. You know, cassava is grown in large quantities. So the cassava dough that is brought to the Kaswa market, you know, Kaswa has two big markets. That is the Kaswa Wood Market and the Kaswa New Market. The cassava dough that are brought to these two market centers come from that particular area. And so you can imagine the kind of situation we may be dealing with in the future. Remember last year, there was a cholera outbreak in the central region.
Yeah.
And we lost close to about 20 people. And so we really are on tenterhooks. We have an alarming situation at hand that needs to be dealt with.
Have you been to the Ghana Health Service at the district level with this particular concern? Because now we know it's an environment issue that is fast becoming a health concern. You talk about the fact that residents now resort to this water, you know, these contaminated water for use, for domestic use, including cooking and in some instances even drinking, you know, when they add aluminum there and all of that. Has this come to the notice of the Ghana Health Service, and what have they been saying in regard?
So yesterday I got in touch with the regional PRO, except that he didn't make any official statement about this particular situation we have at hand. But he is really aware that we may be dealing with some sort of crisis in the near future. So in Kwesi from one of the communities we focused on, a health worker there told me that, look, they've begun receiving some cases which they think is as a result of the water that is being consumed by the people, and that she is really aware that even after the crisis has been dealt with, there's still going to be a sort of an outbreak of waterborne diseases in the area.
Interesting. We also know that the Vice President, Her Excellency, Professor Nana Jeno-Poku-Agyeman, is currently in the central region in the Commander area. Do you get the sense that Galamsey and Galamsey-related activities, you know, has come to the fore, particularly with her visit to the region?
Not yet. She is in Commander, which is a bit far from the Konyako water treatment plant. But I do know for a fact that on, I think, Wednesday, the regional minister, visited the Konyako water treatment plant, and then he expressly cautioned the officials against trying to serve people with water, because he knows that the water is not safe for human consumption. So that is one of the means to mitigate any sort of an outbreak. And then also, I know that there's been an official announcement for the various municipal and district assemblies to serve the people water through the drip equipment. And then also, I know that attempts are being made to drill boreholes in some communities. But let us ask, how many boreholes would be able to cater for the people in the central region? Because even when the Konyako treatment plant was functioning fully and producing about 25,000 cubic meters water daily, people still had challenges. There are places in Kaswa where for about 3 months, people would not have water flowing through their taps. And then compared to now that we are having this situation. And the problem is that this illegal mining activities which have polluted the Ayonsu River is not being done in the central region.
Yeah.
No, it is being done in the eastern region, like Anuma, Papam, and the Shioko and other communities upstream the Ayonsu River. And so until those illegal mining activities in the eastern region are stopped, it means that the people of the central region will still continue to suffer.
Akwesi, I want you to, clearly we can see the effects of illegal mining in the state of the water bodies in the district where you're currently stationed and filing this report. But I want you to create a picture for us, right? How rife is Galamsey in the community? And is it something that a lot of people in the area are engaged in, and do they even understand the effects of their actions, if that's the case?
So this is the eastern part of the central region, and I can tell you for a fact that there is no illegal mining activity happening in this corridor of the region.
Okay.
We have illegal mining in the western part of the central region, that is around Dunkao, Nofin, Chifupraso, and its environs. But within the Aguna, Awutu, and Gomwa, there is no illegal mining activity happening because about 2 years ago, there was a governmental approval for an entity to come and conduct mining in the area. That was vehemently opposed by the chief of Konyako, and so that did not happen. And so when the Ayensu River began changing color, the chief became very much worried and concerned. So they launched an investigation into why the river was changing color. And that investigation took them to Anuma Papam, where they realized that that was where the Ayensu River was being polluted from. And we have the Ayensu River sourcing the Konyako treatment plant. If you go to Winneba, there is another plant there, but that one is much smaller. And it also draws water from the same Ayensu River. So it means that with the Konyako treatment plant breaking down, very soon, if we do not deal with the problem, Winneba is also going to have issues. And remember, Winneba already has a very concerning water issue. Just about a fortnight ago, we heard the member of parliament for the area, who is also the minority leader, Osahin Alexander Afenyo, complaining bitterly about the fact that people are not getting water to drink in Winneba. So imagine Winneba's plant also is shutting.
Right.
Then it means the crisis would become much bigger than we are now dealing with.
Okay. Akwesi, hold on for us. Let's go onto the phone lines and speak to Obatan Kwabena Amwa. Obatan, you're welcome to Sunday Breakfast on Channel 1 TV.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are a member of the Ablade royal family in Agona Konyakun, right?
Yes.
Yes. Obatan, tell us, so now that the plant has been shut down, your streams have been affected, what is the reliable source of water that your people are going to be using in the interim?
Yeah, the reliable source of water for the town, as I'm speaking now, it's a stream called Nkunkum, but it's not consumable. It is not good because of the water, the ISU that we were having before, we were not concentrating on that stream. So we face this ISU problem. People were dumping refuse alongside the stream, so it has polluted the stream. You can't bath it without mixing it with any antiseptic or any chemical. And that is what the Konyako people relying on now, which is very, very, very dangerous. Yes, especially the children and the women, especially. Because yes, if you were in Konyako yesterday, when the rain started falling, you see that water is very, very precious. People were running scatter, fetching rainwater. Because you can't consume that Nkunkum River. It's not consumable. You can't. If you try, within 1 week, maybe you'll be a dead person and gone. And so we are, in fact, we are suffering. We are suffering.
Obatan, you say you're suffering. How worrying is this to you as a leader and the community as a whole? And what are you doing about it?
You see, the only thing we can do, you know, this is a farming area.
Yes.
There's no income generating something that will bring big money to the town. It is just recently that the Queen Mother of Konyaku sent some money to the mother to do some drilling. They just done one drilling, and a woman too has done another drilling, but they haven't started pumping the water yet. So that is what, and it can. I don't think it will.
It'll be enough.
Enough, because Konyaku is a very big town. If you say we are going to rely on the drilling, then we have to get one drilling, one district.
But this is a situation where you don't even do galamsey in your community.
No. You see, they wanted to come and do galamsey at Namaura, which is around our enclave. But the chief and the people of Konyaku, we went on demonstration against it, so they didn't do it at all. Before we could see, the river has started changing color. Till we found out that they are doing the galamsey at Enuma Pepim. Well, it is after Enuma Pepim that the Densu and Ayensu take its sources from.
Right.
So it's from that place, not from Konyaku environment. No, not from Konyaku area at all.
Yes, go ahead.
So we don't know why we should suffer for that. Somebody's greediness will put us into such situation. It's very bad. It's very, very bad.
About time, we know also that the vice president is currently in the region. Are you concerned to try to reach out to her on some of these concerns you are facing, so government can, address these issues, seriously?
I think the chief of Agogna Konyaku, Nanampim Daku, will do that. I am just a clan head, but he's the owner of the town. So he's the right person to do that. And I know that he will do that.
Obata, what have you seen any serious health issues from people or from your community members who have been drinking this river that you have?
No, everybody's not trying to afford to buy pure water to drink.
Right.
Because the Nkunkum River, you can't, if you drink it, that's dangerous. You can't drink even to bath. I myself, before I will bath the Nkunkum stream water, I have to pour almost about, I can say about 3 liters of antiseptic.
Wow.
Into it for the whole family.
Right.
And you have to put it down for it to settle, to kill the bacteria for about 10 minutes before you use it bath. Yes, because you can't, even it is the women that I am crying for. Because, women, if you are bathing, you need to squat and wash, excuse me to say, under yourself.
Yes.
And washing under yourself with this water, it's dangerous. You don't know the bacteria that are entering you through your private part. So we don't know what to do now. We don't know what to do.
Obata, what is that clarion call to government, stakeholders, anybody in position about this situation that your community and your people are facing?
We're even the statement that I made that shoot to kill is bringing me a lot of problems. But I explained to them that, look, if you can arrest somebody who is a ritualist with a head and maybe send him to death, him or her to death, because he has killed one person, how much more somebody who is now doing something that will kill thousands? Is the same thing like the ritualists?
Yeah.
But they have misunderstood my point. And I'm still on my point. With that sacrifice, this thing will never stop. I am telling you the truth. With that sacrifice, this thing, it will never stop. Oh. Now, before you know, all the rivers in Ghana, including even the Volta, will be affected. And that is where...
that would be too late then.
Yes, yes. Because in Kweyaku now, the way we are suffering is too much. It's too much. And it is even killing our crops now. Those who are farming alongside the Ayinsu River. It is destroying their farm crops.
Because you rely on that same water to water your crops. That is it.
Because it is penetrating on the ground. See, the chemicals. Now, if you dip your hand into the river, before you put your hand out, you see that your hands have been colored.
Wow.
With the water, which is very, very dangerous.
So you think government should work
so the government should do something. Yes. Because as for Kweyaku, I am from Kweyaku. I don't know the rest of the towns, but I know some people are even facing dangerous problems even more than Kweyaku. Yes, because we are the I can say the owners of the waterworks.
Right.
So if we on our land that the waterworks is, we are suffering, then how much more those who are being supplied from the waterworks? You see?
Yes.
So it's dangerous and it's very, very bad. We are suffering. Look something. I brought my clothes and my wares that are dirty to Accra to come and wash.
Wow.
Because I can't wash with the stream water. I can't wash my clothes with the stream water. I'm afraid. So I have to bring my clothes, my bed sheet, my dresses, everything to Accra to be washed. So this will tell you how far we are going.
The situation is okay. Obata and Kwabinamwa, member of the Ablade royal family, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too. You have anything for Akwesi before?
Yeah, I mean, Akwesi, thank you also as well for.
Yes, Jude, but before I go, let me make this quick point. You see, while editing this story, there is a particular bite I decided to take it out because I felt like it was too hot and it was quite inciting. So the thing is, the earlier government deals with this menace, the better for the peace and safety of all of us, because that bite I took off, he's also a community leader. And he was trying to call on members of the affected communities to mobilize and then go to Anuma Papam where the menace, where the mining activities is happening, and then face the people and cause them to stop the activities. And we know what some of these things can generate into. If we are not careful, very soon we may be witnessing conflicts between communities because people feel like I am not engaging in illegal mining, so why should I be affected? So if you are doing it, then I would have to, come and face you.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, the scenes and the sights and sounds, with regards to this particular story. But thank you for following and bringing this to light. We'll keep an eye on it, and if there's any other updates, we'll be glad for you to share with us. We heard our correspondent, Akwesi Ado, who is in the Kweyaku district in the central region, and filed the story. Now, Eno, again, you get the sense why a lot of people were disappointed with the president when he met the press and he made remarks around his government's effort to fight galamsey.
Yeah.
This is a government who, prior to coming into office, were very clear and categorical about the need to end galamsey. In fact, every or almost every senior appointee in this government spoke on galamsey. Just this week on social media, people are pulling out old posts and comments, all of these government officials said around galamsey. So, John Jumelo, Name them, all of them, right?
Was it a black one who said 2 weeks? We should give them 2 weeks.
Was Sam George who said 1 week.
Said 1 week.
You know, Okujeto Ablakwa would go to Parliament with different bottles of Galamsey water.
Table. I remember.
You know, but we are not seeing the same level of urgency. And now we are being told that communities who are not even in Galamsey areas, right, or communities where Galamsey is not even actively happening, is being affected. The next thing we know, it's happening right here, and our greatest fear of having to import water, you know, the painful thing is that these politicians, we see them move. See, I've been on the big issue set as a production, you know, assistant, right, and I've seen some of the water bottles these politicians come on our shows with. So you get the sense that they can't be bothered, right? And for them, they import their waters anyway. They import their water anyway. So what's the big deal? So it's unfortunate, and I hope the president is paying attention to this. Again, the vice president is in the central region. There's no way she's traveling that stretch and will not see the impact of Galamsey. I hope that she speaks to the traditional leadership there. So beyond all the nice kente we've seen her wear, it's important. It's great. It's nice. I mean, she looked really nice in the kente, but it doesn't end there. What are you doing to help your people? See, I've been to the central region and gone to a Galamsey site with Nana Tufo, Bernard, and I think Sanda. It's terrible. The sights and the sounds, you know. So for me, I think there's a lot more we need to do. The president needs to show a lot more leadership. As it stands now, I don't think there's been any fight at all, you know, particularly with this government, let alone talk about winning the fight. And this wasn't the same, you know, urgency and narrative we had when they were in opposition.
I think your call has been heard. I also remember when the EPA boss came on CNR, she was also very concerned that
Clucher Brown,
yes,
Madam Clucher Brown,
Madam
Professor,
that very soon, not in the distant future, very near future, very, very close to us, we'll be importing water. That's another cost to the government that I don't think we can afford as a country. And so I know they're listening to us, and I hope that they're listening to us and are willing to do something. Daryl Bosu says leadership will solve this issue. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV. Remember who we are seeing now. At risk of prostate enlargement. We remember oha 20 ebitimi prostate cancer. 5 bitimi afamu nadia obefamu.
Actually, this is not my fault.
And to wada, entina midi maniche Executive Prostate Center.
Executive Prostate Center is a unique medical center where we harmonize in-depth traditional medicine with cutting-edge science and technology to cure, to treat, and to prevent diseases like prostate enlargement, prostate cancer.
Executive Prostate Center. Madame facilities no any professional medical care.
Sisi a bibia clear system no. Ye nro ne so de natural. Into we koso afama ye.
Executive Prostate Center. My cured.
Joining us this week on the Upside Down Show is the Miracles Abuaje. He's seen as one of the powerful communicators for his party. But did you know this about him?
So when did you know this, my mother?
I think that was somewhere class 4, 5. It was quite interesting. So one of my cousins, I think at that time, who knew, actually insulted me. You know, I think I remember that time he called me a bastard or something. It's okay, it's fine.
Of course.
I went to the village at that time on vacation. You know, long vacations.
Yeah.
We go to the village, the cuckoo and all of that. Then we are not the cuckoo. I said, oh, but why is he calling me a bastard?
When he found his dad, it was too late.
So you never met that man?
I never met him. I think the only time I met him, you know, funny enough, was last year, August, September, thereabout. But I met his obituary.
Oh,
his poster.
he died. Also joining us on the show is the IPD Academy. So, make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV.
I have the beautiful Manisha Tawani and also Anjana Tawani.
Yeah, so my mom, growing up, my mom's food has always been, people have always complimented my mom's food, even her friends, my friends, people would always be like, you know, she needs her own restaurant. And I was like, she's dedicated her whole life to taking care of the family, so it's time to give back.
So the Indian chicken curry, is it? It's like a sauce?
Yes, it's like the basic ingredients that you have, but we add a lot of Indian spices like garam masala.
We know the Indians, we know you for your spices.
So Manisha, what schools did you go to? So in Kumasi, I was in Rich School.
Oh, you're Rich?
Rich
Oh,
School,
yeah,
yes.
I have a lot of friends who went to Rich.
Yes.
Went to high school.
Manish,
can you use your hand?
I can't even use the stick. I can't.
She cannot roll it even.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom and Lily Rice.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you're actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Come back. This is Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV. Myself and Eno Safo. Just gone by, we brought you a very distressing story, around very, very, unfortunate scenes in the Kwanyako district in the central region where Galamsey is just causing problems for everyone. Earlier in the show, we had a conversation around being burnt out and the repercussions it could have on your health and even your work-life balance, right? So I'm going to tell you something really exciting that could remedy that. And it's always a pleasure to have in studio. Maybe I know you should introduce. I was going to say Adaraka now become girl, but I'm not sure.
But you've already said it.
No, I wanted to say it.
Jude, you don't like peace.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Eno.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. I love your dress.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Eno.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Amazing.
Good?
Yeah.
What's the weather like? We've been in the studio for a couple of hours.
I think yesterday we experienced a bit of showers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it will continue today, but today's Sunday, so we're expecting the sun.
So
today's my day.
It was wet last night.
It was wet last night, but not this morning.
Not this morning. I love that. So we're here to discuss City Business Olympics, CBO as we call it in-house. Maggie, tell us what is CBO and why all the buzz around CBO?
Well, so City Business Olympics is the biggest corporate sports event in Ghana, if not in Africa, because it's that huge.
Absolutely.
I won't wait for anybody to blow their horn for me. I'm blowing my own horn. It's that huge in Ghana. Exactly. It brings together all the corporate bodies in the country. Ellie, Doc was here to speak about, being burnt out and all of it. And I told her backstage that, you know what, Charlie? We in this company, I think almost all of us are burnt out. And I know it's the case of a lot of companies in the country. So we are telling you, you've been working from January all through to September. Some have not even gone on leave. Some haven't taken days off. A lot is happening. We are working every day of the week. You're tired. Come to the City Business Olympics, Come and unwind. Come and check this year we are introducing some new things, a wellness center that is going to have some psychologists in there. It's going to have some different, doctors to help you check your vitals, to help you know the state of your health and all of that. So we are preaching wellness. We are preaching keeping fit. We are preaching networking. For me, that's the biggest part of the event for me, the networking. Because listen, you will see all of these top level management people there. Somebody you've been trying to chase for 2 years, 3 years, that CEO or that MD will be right there at the City Business Olympics. You can speak to that person because they have let their guard down. They are wearing shorts, they are wearing sneakers. They are not in that they are, all button suits and looking very serious. There, it's having fun, exercising, making new friends, trying to keep fit here and knowing about our health. So you are a company. You have more than 20 people. It's a great opportunity to bring them to the City Business Olympics. Come and have fun, but most importantly, network to take your business to the next level. So this is going to happen on the 27th of September at the Eden Heights Sports Complex right in Wager. And it will start from 8 a.m. And we mean 8 a.m. We are starting all games. Okay, so register your company. Pay. Pay. Because we came here and talked about what? Recently,
This is Ghana exhibition.
I came to sit on this same set on a Sunday, and we kept preaching, pay. The people did not pay. Now they were coming to beat us at the first Sunday, and we said, but we told you. So you have another opportunity, which is a City Business Olympics. Call 0558 973-973. Register your company. Speak to your HR now if you are watching us or you are hearing us any which way. Speak to your HR. Tell them that, listen, we've worked all year. We are tired. We need something to distress. Call the 0558 973 number. Register us so that we can also go to the City Business Olympics to have fun, you know, check our vitals here and speak to some psychologists, and most importantly, create some new leads for the company. So I think it's a very good initiative by Channel 1 TV and City FM, and I recommend it for every institution in the country. Yeah.
I see that this time we have sponsor.
Yeah.
And we have those who are supporting.
Yeah, we have a partner.
And now we have, you know, a partner. So it's City FM and Channel 1 TV.
In partnership with Side Hustle.
What's all of this partnership about?
Well, they have realized, so Side Hustle was also on This Is Ghana exhibition.
Yeah.
And they realized that, listen, this is a great platform for their company. They want to increase and their tentacles and to make sure that they are reaching different other companies.
Okay.
And so they are bringing it on board to partner. And by partnership, this is very huge for them. So whatever we are doing as Channel 1 TV and City FM, they are doing it together with us. If we are moving in this direction, they are moving with us. Whatever platform we are going on with this, they are very big on it than even the other sponsors and the supporters. So they are sort of like the headline for the City Business Olympics this year. So wherever you see Channel 1 and City FM, you're definitely going to see Side Hustle right beside us. As a partner on the City Business Olympics this year.
Beyond reporting sports, you also engage in a lot of sports as well. You know, from a sporting perspective, why is it so important that corporate organizations take a part of this?
Well, I think it's very, very important because, like Maggie said, you've been working right from January to what? Let's say September or August. It's always work, home, suit, tie, shoes, official stuff behind the laptop, a lot of screen time, a lot of paperwork, dealing with printing and stuff. This is a huge opportunity to take a bit of a break away from the everyday activities. Get onto the pitch, whether it's swimming, whether it's whatever, and showcase your talent. And like she said, it's not just you coming there to compete. It's a huge opportunity for you to network. You don't know, you probably have been chasing somebody for a very long time. That's that space for you to reach out to the person. I'll tell you a very quick story. Last year, you know, Danwell Insurance won the CEO's Challenge.
Yes, it did.
I was listening to the CEO speak to Bernard, and he was talking about how he had to mingle with some other personnel in their company. It doesn't happen every time. And the City Business Olympics is that space for you. You see the CEO actually in the same team with maybe a steward or maybe the driver. You get it. So that's that opportunity for you. So I think it's a good one. My experience has been good. This year will be my third. The first one, I was supervising lawn tennis. And you have the people competing in the lawn tennis walking to you and letting you know that they are taking the various disciplines very serious. They want to bring what they see with the Roland Garros, the US Open. They want to bring it to the City Business Olympics. So when you come and give them the rackets and it's not looking too good, they'll complain. When you come and give them the tennis ball and it's not looking, they'll complain because they've been preparing for this. They've been preparing for this, and I think it speaks to why GCB are the most decorated company when it comes to competing at the City Business Olympics.
They plan for
because
this, right?
they have a sports committee.
And a sporting
that sports committee has somebody who works with the FA. That's the what's his name? I forgot his name, but he's part of that committee, and so they actually train these people to come to the Business Olympics and come and perform at that highest level. All right, so that's Gideon Fosu, yes. Last year he was there. And he spoke, I think we interviewed him, he spoke to us about how they prep for this. And it's part of their list of things to do, So it's not like they're coming there just to come and add up to the numbers. They want to compete. So I think that it's that opportunity for all the companies, about 60 companies to come there and deal with it. And you see, the thing about it is that you normally have officials with in-depth knowledge about the various sporting disciplines. Last year I was moving around. I moved to lawn tennis. I went to take a look at the arm wrestling. You have the arm wrestling officials there. So anything that is not in the rules of arm wrestling would take it out. So it's more like they're applying the rules with what we see in the professional space today. So that's what I like about the City Business Olympics, and I'm looking forward to this edition.
Questions have been coming in asking, why is it not 2 days?
No,
just 1 day.
No,
because,
we can't do 2 days.
You know, sometimes, especially with the basketball and the volleyball, it tends to run very late because that's the same space that we do the women's volleyball.
Exactly.
So until the basketball is finished, we can't start with the women's volleyball. So people are asking for 2 days at least, so that we can take our time to play like full, not 5 minutes basketball, and then we'll blow the whistle. That the next group should come
I get that.
So, yes.
I get that
Please
they want to
explain
get
us.
2 days, but it's like I said early on. It's just for. It's not that competitive like that. It's the competition. Listen, competition is great. Okay, I get that, but we need to explain to them. It's competition. Yes, we are all for that, but we don't have to dwell so much on the competition aspect of the event. We are telling you that come unwind, okay? Come and do some exercise. Come and this year we are introducing aerobics, and it's going to and some workout sessions, and they are going to run one after the other. So you do time aerobics, you break, you come and do workout sessions, you do aerobics again, you break out to do. So if you are not even, let's say, competing in any of the sporting activity, you also have something else to do. In years past, it's all about the games, the competition. So if you are not really participating in anything, you feel like you're left out. Or this year we have so many surprises for you. You're going to do some aerobics. You're going to do some workouts. You are creating the wellness center for you as well. You go there, speak to some doctors, speak to pediatricians, psychologists, and I was going to come to that. That is one of the greatest addition to the City Business Olympics. I love that we are creating a CEO's lounge for the CEOs, the top management level people. So MDs, COOs, CEOs, whoever is the highest person in your organization doesn't really have to mingle with you throughout, or mingle small, go and sit in their car, drive away, and come back to do the CEO's challenge. We have a very nice space for them.
But won't that be, cozy, keeping them away from meeting other people? Or can anybody enter that lounge to have a conversation with them?
A very big no. It's not everybody.
But we want to meet the CEOs.
No, they will come out for you to see them. But what has happened in times past is that they come in the morning, walk around a bit. There's nothing for them to do really. They drive off and come back.
The event is like the last thing.
So we say don't drive out of the space.
Just
stay in the space. But we are putting you in some coded location, and it's not everybody. Read my lips. It's not everybody. But would they have the opportunity? We are giving them passes. We are giving them passes.
Yeah, but my question is
to watch. Yes, they'll have a screen. They are CEOs. Listen, we are treating them with that caliber of respect, honor, entertainment, and everything. They'll be sorted out clean. They have some drinks. They will have some small chops here and there. They have music. They have people to serve them. And it's all top level management people trying to sign deals, trying to have some conversations, trying to chit chat here and there. So they'll be fine. They are not complaining at all. I think they are going to be very, very excited once they enter that CEO's lounge. It's going to be fun for them. And when it's time for them to play their CEO's challenge, then they can come out. Or if they want to, come out to mingle with other people, they are also welcome to do that.
What sporting discipline should we be looking forward to this year?
Well, so let me get that for you. So we have the 7-a-side football, the famous one. We have volleyball for men and women. We have basketball, which is just men. We have lime and spoon, both men and women. Arm wrestling, both men and women. Lawn tennis, men, women. Sack race, men and women. We have draft, we have chess, we have Scrabble, we have swimming, men, women, and then the ultimate CEO's challenge. So this year we're not doing table tennis, and then we're not doing the video games as competitive.
Okay.
So and then we'll still have the non-competitive game. That's the Owari, the Ludo, and then the other things for the people who just want to, while away time with local stuff as well. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be very exciting. This year is going to be different. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. And we're one of the best in the history of the City Business Olympics.
We can't wait for it, and we're excited. I mean, I could tell the excitement in your voice as you talk about it, and I think I'm pretty excited about it as well.
There's a question from Channel One staff. Why are we not allowed to take part in the games?
Okay, so if by the time the companies are competing in the games, you are done with your work, you can go and do it.
But you haven't pre-registered.
I think it answers itself because then
it has answered because we are going to serve the people.
You can't be done.
But without
oh, my darling, if you are while the people are competing, if you think you are a Channel One or City staff and you have finished with your work, go ahead and compete. You can. It's possible, and I know possible.
We are burnt out. We also want to take part to de-stress.
I've given you the simplest answer. I think Papa will even increase my salary for saying this. Like, I'm giving the best answer. Hopefully, say Jumani where we are gonna compete.
That's the move.
Oh,
no, but Jumani area that. After the CEO's challenge,
you leave and the people will look.
They'll be looking for you because they always want to say, "Hey, City fun away, Channel One fun away." So you always have to be at your station.
Oh, my word.
Although we have the officials coming in, they also see us as coordinators for all the various games. So we always, at every time, have to be at our designated points. But if you think you are done, you can't compete. I know it's cool. You can't compete. I know if you think you are done.
Yeah, give us the numbers again to register. You know I like swimming.
I know.
I can never take part because...
I know. You and Sanda. She's Channel One's dolphin. Hey. Yeah, and then Sanda is Channel One shark. So the two, I know they love to swim. But it's unfortunate that staff cannot participate because we are there to serve our guests, to make them happy, to make them know that this is the best sporting event in the country for us to be at, and then to return for the following year as well. So in as much as we are burnt out, I agree, maybe we'll find another way to unwind.
I think we should have a Channel One CBO.
Well, hello, Mr. Sambolata Mesa.
All right, Mike, mention the numbers again.
So the number is
give a shout out to our partner and sponsor.
Okay, so the number is 0558-973-973. I'll take it again, 0558-973-973. I want to tell you a very big thank you to our partner, which is Side Hustle, to our sponsor, UMB Bank, and to our supporters, that's Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare. Thank you so much for coming on board the City Business Olympics 2025.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Madeline
Thank you
Williams,
for having us.
Who is an engine when it comes to city events, amazing. It's now time for our sports segment where we get to delve into the big headlines for the week. The World Athletics Championship is happening later today. Rashid Saminu will be in again representing the motherland, and we are hoping for the best. Yesterday we saw Azamati, not so great a race, but but it happens sometimes. The English Premiership is also going on. The La Liga is happening. Our man to tell us the latest, the very latest.
The latest.
No, how do you say it? Say it for us.
The latest.
The very latest.
The very latest.
Absolutely, gotta be fair.
My man.
Amazing. Where do you want to start off? The World
Athletics is big. It's big. That's the World Cup version for these athletes. And like you rightly put it in your intro, Saminu is now Ghana's fastest man. He went with a season and a personal best of 9.84 seconds. So he managed to... I was not too surprised with that performance because I think 2025 has been good.
Yeah.
If you've been following him from the NCCA 2 championships in the US, he's always bettered his time. And now he gets to compete in the semis against the elite. Botswana's Leslie Tebogo is going to this tournament doing 9.8.
His race yesterday was
crazy.
Is it the best 200-meter runner in the world now?
I think so. I think
by far.
Yes, because he showcased that at the Olympics. If you followed it,
better than
and even before the Olympics, the previous World Athletics Championships too, he was there. He finished with silver, and he continued that performance at the Olympics. So I think he's gradually carving his way into dominating that space.
The Hall of Fame kind of.
Yes, and you can actually see that right from the Olympics. I'm looking forward to today's race in there because Rashid Samino has to deal with Andrew de Grasse of Canada, who is also going into that race with his personal best. In fact, all those people in the semis have all entered with a very good PB. Their season best and their personal best. And that's why he has to, that's why Samino is in that space. So I think he will be good. He has to compete with Tebogo, Gracie, who again, a few other athletes, a few other ones in there. So it should be a very, very good one. For Azamati, I'm not too surprised because I think if you followed him in the last few years, he's actually on a very declining form. And I don't fault him for any of this because I think he's carried the flag of Ghana for a very long time. And sometimes a lot of factors do go against you when you get to a certain level. I think age is one and some other factors that you and I know when it comes to support from our parts of the world. And you see with these athletes, right, when they go into competing at this World Athletics or whatever it is, you can't really speak much because you don't do much as a nation.
As a nation.
So allow them to do whatever they are doing. A large chunk of the support that is coming is from their own pockets, from whatever they do, the school, the scholarship they get. So who are you as a ministry or I mean as a nation, Ghana? What have you contributed? You can't do anything. I was telling my colleague here on Sport Panorama that after the show, that look, I am very surprised up to now, and I stand to be corrected, that I've not seen anything from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation when it comes to these people.
I think he reiterated that fact yesterday when he was
I'm very surprised because this thing, the list of athletes came out, I think even before Ghana's 2 games. The Ghana Athletics put out the list, and I think that the ministry, I don't know if something has happened behind closed doors.
We are being told that they are behind the scenes engagements.
Yeah, but
of course, it should come to the fore.
Exactly. If the ordinary taxpayer knows how much is going into the Black Stars or whatever, I think it's also fair that these athletes will see this and they get motivated. Yeah. Because for a very long time in this country, we've left them alone in the wilderness to go into competitions of this magnitude and go and compete
and
they always perform.
To do something.
They always perform. Yeah. Look at the 4x100 meter team.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Full of experienced lads in there that have always risen to the occasion, like when the odds are against them. Yeah. So, look, I'm
interested in your thoughts. I'm interested in your thoughts on how, for example, someone like Azamati can bounce back.
Yeah.
Right? But Madeleine, did you do any sport in school?
Yes, I did. So I was a netball player.
Oh, really?
And then a 100-meter runner.
Oh, you were a 100-meter runner?
Yes.
This is serious matter. No, what for organized race for you?
No, I haven't run in a very long time.
Yeah, but once a runner, you can't tell me the story. You can't tell me the story.
On the set for us. He's coming to set you up.
I used to run and play netball. I was a shooter for the netball team.
I think the height speaks. She has a height, so...
Wow, then I'm sure you must be very, appalled by the way we treat athletes, having been an athlete yourself.
Yes, I think so.
You listen to some of the stories, it's always become like a football republic.
Yeah.
So if it's not football, we really can't be bothered.
Nobody cares about. They don't pay attention to the athletes. Meanwhile, they do so well even on the international front. I think that if a lot or even a little attention is paid to the athletes, it will go a long way to help the country.
Absolutely.
We need that.
Play basketball.
Yeah, you see.
You
see
my height and then you are judging me according to my height.
We for organize internal city Olympics.
No, we got
people for prove themselves.
Gareth Bale, who can't even sustain 20 minutes of aerobics. And that's even more, you know.
Challenge. But
Don't say football is different. You are chasing one ball for 90 minutes. You can't tell us anything else.
Jude is a perfect example of the players who normally skip.
Can we move on the conversation? So yeah, the Premier League is happening, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday's Arsenal vintage form 3-0.
Yeah.
Did they end that way?
Yeah, it ended that way. Against Nottingham Forest, who brought in Ange Postecoglou after their former boss in Eno Safo fell out with the Forest boss, Evangelos Marinakis. And but you see, I find that hiring very surprising because I think it goes with this saying that careful what you wish for. And that's what Marinakis has done. We'll be here, he will sack this man.
You sack Postecoglou.
I'm telling you this, don't forget.
Because I think Espirito Santo, right? That's his name.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
Yeah, he did a really great job at Nottingham with the quality of players he had.
Exactly, he brought some stability to this team. You see, I'm saying careful what you wish for because Postecoglou is a different kind of manager compared to Nuno Espirito Santo. He likes explosive football. He likes being expansive. And if you look at the personnel Forest have got, it doesn't suit the style of play he wants to do. They'll keep on shipping goals like they've done. We started with Arsenal. So I'm not surprised with that scoreline. I just want, because Forest are competing in the Conference League.
How impressive was Madueke? We all saw what happened when Arsenal signed him.
I know you've got a huge admiration for him.
I like Madueke a lot as a player and as a person. Maybe not too much as a person. What do you make of his performances yesterday?
His position that he would be playing, he has to compete with one of Arsenal's finest attackers in the last, 4 seasons, in Bukayo Saka. I think he understood what Arteta wants from him, that he's not going to be starting week in, week out. He would be a backup to Saka. But I like players who take up opportunities when they get it. And that's what Madueke is doing at Arsenal. I don't see him as a bad player. I think what he's lacking is that he's very, very inconsistent. He can go 5 games, give you very good good performances in 5 games, and then he's missing. I hope that he can change that narrative because we saw that at Chelsea. He showed glimpses of how good he is. But at Arsenal, he has to compete with Saka, and it's a long run of games. They have to deal with about 56, 57 games, combining EPL, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the European fixtures. So I hope that he would give Arteta that headache, that every time he gets the chance, Arteta will look at him and look at Saka and say that, okay, you guys are competing, and I think that is good for, that's what we call in football, healthy competition. So I think that performance against Forest was good. I'm hoping that it continues for Arsenal. Take it or leave it. Arsenal would have to win the title this season. After bringing in Gyökeres and Madueke and whoever they brought, Zubimendi and whatever it is, 20 years and counting. I'm not sure if Papa is watching the
Be
show.
careful of what you say.
I mean, they have to break that jinx. So, City are not performing too well. I think the huge favorites this season has to do with Liverpool because they've spent over £4 million on player sales, incoming sales. And after doing what they did, Arne Slot has to tell the whole world that what he did was not a fluke. And that's why the top hierarchy of Liverpool have backed them with that amount. So if we take Liverpool out, I think the next genuine contenders, or if they want to give Liverpool a push, should be Arsenal.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Let's talk about Kudus Derby. Are they kicking themselves in their ass for letting Kudus?
I don't know why the West Ham fans were doing that yesterday. Every touch came with a boo.
But did he sell himself?
No, I mean Kudus did not come out to say that he wanted to leave. He didn't. He only said something when Spurs and Chelsea came in, and he said he only preferred Spurs. He didn't push for the move.
But
I don't understand why the West Ham fans are booing him. Because in 2 seasons or in 3 seasons, he gave you very good 2 seasons.
I think
and the latter
when you love something and you can't have it.
Yes, and I think
right
what I read was that he was the first player to cross from West Ham to Spurs in 14 years. The last time that happened was Scott Parker, who is now the manager of was it Burnley? Yeah, that was the last time to have a West Ham player leave West Ham and go to Spurs.
Okay.
So I think that's why the Bulls came in yesterday. But you know, I love Kudus's response. His reaction to the fans. He was unfazed. He was unperturbed. Oh, he just gave us some flick big crouch. Jude, you know
I saw the game. I saw it.
So you see, and that's it.
Yeah,
he understands. Kudus loves the occasion. He loves the headlines. If you followed him really well. So I was really. I watched that 90 minutes and I was really. He nearly scored. I think it was down to a good save from the West Ham goalkeeper. So that was a very, very good performance. Spurs themselves. One of the teams that have been tipped to finish in the top 6 after they won the Europa League brought in Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank is a huge admirer of Mohamed Kudus. So that was a good game.
Games are happening today. Burnley, Liverpool.
Yeah. I know you guys will smash Liverpool clean.
You mean we'll smash Burnley?
Oh, sorry, you smashed Burnley.
Say that again.
Liverpool smashed Burnley.
Thank you very much.
We
have Man City, Man United.
Yeah, that's a derby at the Etihad Stadium. Two teams who have not really started well. Two teams who have brought in 2 new goalkeepers. On the part of City, they've brought in Donnarumma, and on the part of United, they've brought in
Is this still a big game derby? I don't think so.
It is still.
Man City.
But Man United. Look, you can, if you want to talk about current form, it's not. But if you want to talk about history, pedigree, it is.
It is.
Yes, and you can't take that away. When it comes to current form, Ruben Amorim is all over the place. Pep Guardiola, I think, is gradually moving away from his philosophy he's stuck with. Because to bring in Donnarumma, he's just a similar goalkeeper, like a goalkeeper you once kicked out of the team in Joe Hart. That he said that he was not good with his feet. You let him go now, you brought in Donnarumma. So I think Pep is beginning to lose it. I know people will disagree, but and I didn't subscribe to that idea of he signing that contract extension with Manchester City. I think in coaching, when you coach for a very long time, you have to leave when the applause is high. That's what Klopp did with Liverpool. Even though he won 1 title in 9 seasons, but I have a different opinion on that. I think United would. I think United will win. I think United will win this game against Manchester City. They turn up in the big games. Yeah, so I expect United to win today.
All right, that's our sports for you.
Yeah, but we'll be on radio. Sorry to cut you.
Yes.
The Republic of Football to bring you up to speed with as and when the goals do pop up at the various venues. We'll update you. 97.3, the very latest in the world of sports. Thank you.
At what time?
2 to 5 p.m.
Oh, so that means you start an hour after the Liverpool game?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So quickly, let me run you through some messages that we have received before I get to the birthdays. Good morning, my dear Jude and Eno. Please, with regard to the Kwenyako water problem, it's not only Kwenyako alone that is affected. The dam serves towns and communities like Aguna Swedro and Saba, Apam, Kaswa, Bodriase, Awutubreku, Senyabreku, among others. It's in fact a very sad story. And this message says, happy birthday to Miss Gladys Otre, CEO of South Brim Rural Bank PLC, Achim Echiasi. Madame, your leadership, strength and wisdom continue to inspire me every day. Wishing you more success, joy, and blessings in the year ahead. From Rita Amengo, Akwatia Branch Manager. We say happy birthday to you. But that's our show for you here on Sunday Breakfast on Channel 1 TV. It's been a pleasure coming your way. Do join us next weekend. We'll be here bright and early at 7 a.m. I'm Eno Safo.
My name is Jude Duncan.
And I'm Gabi of she is Magdalene.
Why did you have to say it for me?
I have to help you.
Bye, guys.
I have the beautiful Manisha Tawani and also Anjana Tawani.
Yeah, so my mom, growing up, my mom's food has always been, people have